Data is the most important element for every organization, for every customer. Protecting the data, making it available, creating redundancy for the data, taking backup of the data. All these are important aspects. Now, when we talk about storage service, it is very important to understand how can we create redundancy for our data. On AWS platform, we have the most popular storage service offered by AWS is Amazon S3 service, simple storage service. Now let's understand how can we create redundancy for the data. How useful is redundancy? We keep the data in S3 bucket. S3 bucket can hold millions of objects. Objects are files. What if a critical object is deleted, is corrupted? What if your bucket is corrupted? What if the region in which the bucket was stored is down? So, to address all these real time issues, we need to create redundancy for the data. It is better to create redundancy for the data, especially for critical data. And to perform that, we have got cross region replication or same region replication. This is a feature offered by Amazon S3 service. You can create the redundancy across the region, the replication of your data across region or within same region. You can also do it across AWS account or within the same AWS account. Let me take you to the console and show you how do we perform that. So I have shared my screen. I am there in AWS S3 service. Now let's say I would want to create redundancy for this bucket, demo bucket. I have to choose the bucket, select the bucket, click on the management, and here as I scroll down, I have got replication rules. So I need to define the rule. I go with create replication rule. Now, for replication, to configure replication, it is important that we need to enable bucket versioning both for source bucket as well as for target bucket. Now, which bucket you are planning to take it as a target, you need to enable for that as well. If you can do it beforehand or you can do it while you create the replication rule. So, I have enabled the bucket versioning. Now, let me provide the name to my replication rule. I enable it. Now my source bucket is this particular bucket which is in North Virginia region. Now I need to choose the rule scope. Do I want to apply for all the objects inside the bucket? The second option. Or I would want to limit it for a particular folder. I can select the first option and provide the folder name. Let's say I would want to apply it for the whole bucket. Now I go down and choose bucket in this account or a different account. Where is your destination bucket that you can select. If it is in a different account, just select that, provide the 12-digit account ID and a bucket name and a destination region. Currently my bucket destination bucket is in the same region, in the same account. So now I just browse my another bucket. Let's say I'm taking this image process bucket. I select. Now it's in the same region, and then IAM role is required for cross region or same region replication. Either I can create the role beforehand or I can choose from, like, I can go ahead for create new role and the CRR will create the role for me. And if I want, I can encrypt the objects. The replicated object will be encrypted in the target bucket. I can also define the storage class. What type of storage class? Like when it gets replicated to the destination bucket, what should the storage class it should choose? Do I want to keep it in S3 standard, infrequent access, glacier? I can just select that. I'm not changing anything. Neither I'm doing encryption nor I'm changing the storage class. And finally, I go ahead and save the. I do have few more options wherein I can replicate the existing object also or only the new object. Now replicate existing object, I do not want to replicate existing. I'll just submit my request to create the replication rule and the rule is created. Now whenever I upload any object in the source bucket, it will get replicated automatically to the target bucket. Let me go back and show you that So as I go back, now there are certain objects. So these are the existing objects. I have selected not to replicate the existing one. And let me show you what is there in the target bucket. So these are some of the objects in my target bucket. Let me upload a new object in my source bucket. One object which I have uploaded is AI ML guide PNG file is there, which I have uploaded in my source bucket, and just will wait for a while to check the replication that's happening in the target bucket. So the object name is AIML guide PNG. So let me go to the target bucket. Let's refresh and let's check. I'll just pause the video for some time. After some time, I'll just resume it to check. Now you can see the object got replicated in the target bucket. If I remove this object from the source bucket, it will be still there in my target bucket because it is redundancy. It is replication. It is not mirroring. Let me select this object and I'll go ahead with delete this object. So I'm deleting the object from my source bucket. And you can see the object got deleted. Let's go to the target bucket and let's check if the object is still there. Yeah, so the object is still there. AIML guide PNG is still there. Right? So this is how we configure cross region or same region replication, and this is how we create redundancy for our objects inside the S3 bucket. I hope you found this information useful. So if you are looking for more such content, subscribe to my channel. My channel name is DUK-Do. Stay tuned for my next question. Until then, keep learning.